Cheryl Baker, thanks for joining us on 3-6 Radio. How do you look back on the victory in 1981 and how fresh is it in your mind still?
It's fresh as if it happened yesterday. It was the most amazing experience. It was something that I wanted to do as a child. That was my ambition, but an ambition that I never ever dreamt I'd actually achieve. You don't. In the real world, winning the Eurovision Song Contest doesn't happen, but actually it did. It was just a dream come true, literally.
And you'd done it before with Coco a few years before you did it with Bucks Fizz. How did the Bucks Fizz thing come about?
So I started with Coco in 1975, and yes, we did the Eurovision for the UK in 1978, which then I thought, was my dream come true, but we came 11th, which was the worst the UK had ever done at that time, which is ironic now when you think if we came 11th now, we'd think we did really well. So because I'd done it and I lost, I left Coco in 1980 and was asked to join Bucks Fizz relatively quickly after that, purely to form a possible Eurovision band. And the woman who put us together knew that I'd done it before and I had experience and I could sing harmony and I could dance, and so all the things, all the criteria, I ticked all the boxes. And so I joined Bucks Fizz, but in the back of my mind I was thinking, well, I know what it's like to lose, and probably we're going to lose again because, you're up against a lot of competition. And you never know how the rest of Europe is going to vote, because you can't vote for yourself. You have to rely on everybody else liking your song and your performance. So I didn't think it was going to work. I thought it would be the same as 1978 with Coco, and we'll got nil point or something. But that didn't happen. Thankfully, it was a dream.
And what was your first reaction when you heard Making Your Mind Up? Did you immediately think it was a winner?
No, it's not my kind of music at all. I'm very laid back. I was raised on James Taylor and Carly Simon and Crosby, Stills and Nash. My musical taste was very sort of West Coast America, lovely harmonies, soft, gentle songs. Making Your Mind Up didn't fit that at all. But I did think it had something. I did think it would do well in the Eurovision. Didn't dream it would win, but I thought it would do well. I don't think it was just the song that won. I think it was the whole package. I think it was the bright colours and the two girl, two boy, dancey, skippy, hoppy thing that we did, and then obviously the skirt rip.
And what was the story behind the skirt rip?
It happened by chance because we were having a meeting and lots of people were there, all giving their opinion about what we should wear. The production team were there, our manager, our record label, our choreographer, and us, four of us, all chipping in, and it was going on and on and on. And Jay Aston wanted to wear a short skirt, and I wanted to wear a long skirt. I've always been very athletic, so I've got really muscly, chunky thighs. So I wanted to keep a skirt on that stayed down to my knee, And in the end, it was going round and round and round. I went, oh, for goodness sake, let's have both. Meaning, I'll have the long one and Jay can have the short one. But the choreographer said, that's it. That's it. That on the line, if you want to see some more, we take the top skirt off and the little one's underneath. And so it came about purely by chance, and I truly believe without it, we wouldn't have won. We won by 4 points, and I really think we wouldn't have won if it hadn't been for the skirt rip.
And we're still talking about it 38 years on, so that's how iconic and memorable it was.
I know, and whenever they show a clip of Bucks Fizz playing, singing Making Your Mind Up, that's the clip, isn't it, when the skirts come off.
Do you still do that to this day on tours?
Well, you know what, someone said to me on Facebook, someone posted us singing On Top of the Pops, Making Your Mind Up, and someone posted, why no skirt rip? That's ridiculous, that's what the song's famous for. I responded and I said, actually, after we did the Eurovision, we didn't do the skirt rip again because the surprise element has gone by then. Everyone knew what to expect, and so we changed it. We always tried to change our outfits, and we didn't do the skirt rip until, I think, the year 2004 when we got back together, when there was all the 80s revival thing started about then. And I actually said, we need to do the skirt rip. And the rest of the band said, no, it can't, we're too old for it now. And I said, it's what people expect. We still do it to this day, and when the skirt comes off, the crowd cheer, and they've all got their cameras out, videoing or taking a photo of the iconic moment, the skirt rip moment. In its day, it won us Eurovision, and now it brings back the nostalgia, or gives new people that weren't around in the 80s, it gives them that shock element that we had in those days, that won us the competition.
How quickly did it all sink in that you'd won? I mean, you went on to have 3 number 1 singles in your first 5 releases. Did you have a chance to sort of take a breath and take stock of what was happening, or did it all pass by in a sort of whirlwind?
No, we didn't have time to take stock. It was a whirlwind. As soon as we won, we came home. The competition was on the Saturday, and we came home on the Sunday. And then on the Monday, we had to have a meeting with our our production team and our management, and they said, right, tomorrow you fly to Austria. From Austria you're flying to France. From France you're flying to Germany. From Germany you're flying to Belgium. Then you're going to Holland. And this is all promotions for Making Your Mind Up. Then you're flying to Australia, and then you're flying to Far East, and it was absolutely nuts. It was nuts. We had no idea what we were doing and where we were going. We were kind of herded into the cars or the planes, wherever we were going. Jay would come up with ideas for costumes, and we'd try and get the costumes made so that we could have something different for Top of the Pops, and etc., etc. It was mad. It was absolutely mad, and I wouldn't change a day of it. It was mad and wonderful.